The permission that just keeps giving. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is really great to have you here. Now, I have a whole lot to share with you in this episode. And I'm back at the 1922 Mansion Permission, and I have to say it is just amazing at how much we are finding at this spot. And this time, I'm on my own, and I decide to hit the mansion's huge backyard. And this time I decided to put the 15-inch coil on my Equinox 800 and see what I could turn up with it. Now, we have hunted this area very hard with the 11-inch coils, but it is by no means hunted out. And one thing I can always count on when I'm out there digging at all with that big coil is a big variety of finds. And this episode definitely has that. Well, this one gave me a nice 1920. It was about 6-7 inches down. I'm pretty sure I know what this, yep. That is a complete harmonica reed plate. So, nice. They don't come along complete like that very often. So, it's just a nice old find. Well, I'll tell you, this one was a bear. It's about 10-11 inches down, giving me a 1920. Finally got it out. I just saw that it was kind of fancy, so I went and grabbed the camera, but pretty cool. Some kind of a scutcheon. Yeah, definitely very old. Whoa, I tell you, I might have something good on my drop cloth. I just got it out. It was giving me an 18, and I dug down about 7 inches. And check out what popped out on my drop cloth with the dirt. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's pretty thin. I don't know, maybe another dog tag or a token, I'm not sure. Oh, it's kind of crusty though. Oh, it is going to be a dog tag. I can tell that right away. Yep. Tell you what, let me get this one sprayed off and we'll see what year this one's going to be. I'll tell you, that's amazing. This is the third 1920 dog tag that we've dug. I'll tell you, he must have had quite a few dogs. So, very cool find, and I'm definitely going to take that one. Well, this is kind of interesting. I got a 22 and said it was in a plug, and I found this. A piece of wire attached to it, but I have no idea. Maybe a plant label, or I'm going to get it brushed off here, see if there's anything on it, but kind of cool looking. Well, and that was what it was. It's a very old rose tag. It says Valentine Rose, and that's the backside. Very cool. I never found an old one like this. Got a kind of a blue ribbon tag. Well, apologize for the noise. Some guys working on the grounds here. Got a 13 and about 5 inches down. I see I got a nickel up on the drop cloth. Hey, it's a Jefferson. I think I got a silver nickel. Whew, I have dug a lot of those this year. Love digging these coins up. Right away I can see it's got a Philadelphia mint mark. And see if I can get a date off this. Looks like it's going to be a 43. So there you go, 43 Philadelphia silver nickel. I will definitely take that. Well, I was getting a 2122, dug down about 4 inches, and there it lay. Another rose tag, and These are really cool. They really are. I hadn't dug any like this before, and it appears to be the same type as the last one, Valentine Rose. So very cool. I'm kind of guessing these are 40s, 50s maybe. Well, this next thing was giving me a 2122. As soon as I saw it pop out of the sidewall, I knew exactly what it was. I dug bucketfuls of these in Germany. And this is actually a clip for ammunition. They would have had 3 or 4 rounds in this clip, and they would have smacked it into the rifle. It's going to be World War II era, so pretty cool. Might have been another piece that the guy brought home from the war. So very cool. Been a long time since I've dug one of these actually. Well, I have something pretty interesting here. Give me a 19. Had to kind of work it, get the signal, and it was kind of standing on edge, but it's a big piece. But I saw it come out in my dirt, and I just wanted to go and grab the camera. Look at that. I thought I had a buckle at first maybe. It looks to be a pull handle for a piece of furniture, and this is a very fancy brass handle. I'll tell you what, let me get it brushed off a little bit, but that's a beauty. Look at that thing. Yeah, that's really cool. Well, there you have it. That is a very cool handle. Pretty neat little piece. Very heavy too. So, nice find. I got myself a little bit of silver. It was actually in the plug, just a couple inches down, but looks like I have a silver Roosevelt. I could see it when it came out. Yep, this one's going to be a 48, and we'll just see for the heck of it if it's got a mint mark. Yep, Denver. So there you go, not too bad. A couple little silvers. Well, this was just giving me a real sharp blip, about 25, and you can see the imprint of the coin, and it was laying down here. Now I did wipe off the date a little bit so I could see what year it was, and I have another early wheatie. This one's going to be a 1925. Very cool. Still running that awesome big coil, and got an 18-19 signal. Slid it out. It's about 6 inches deep. And it looks like another pocket watch cover. I don't know, it might belong to the same pocket watch that I found in one of my previous hunts here. But pretty nice. And I'm going to keep on going, but that's a nice period piece right there. Well, this was a nice little target here. It's giving me a 12-13. That thing was deep. Big Coil did a really good job picking this up at about 7 or 8 inches, and here it is. It's a little garter belt clip, and I tell you what, that's very impressive to get this at that kind of depth. I tell you, the Equinox with that 15-inch coil is just a killer combination. Well, I might have something interesting here. Got an 18 here. Cut the plug. It said it was off the sidewall, so I put my digger here and just pushed it up and try not to hurt anything. And check out what popped out. I don't even know what this is. I just grabbed the camera, and let's see. It's got a little hole up here. Very interesting shape. I'm hoping there's something on it. Well, it's got a lot of dirt on it. Let me spray it down, brush it off. Hopefully we'll have something here. It's pretty cool looking. Well, check that out. I have never seen a dog tag this shape. But it says vaccinated rabies. It's got the number 12. It says Dr. S.B. Isbell. Looks like Morristown, Tennessee, and 1941. Wow, I have never found this variety before. That is so cool. Wow, I tell you, a lot of dogs at this house. Well, a lot of people wonder when the first dog license tags were issued. In the United States, the very first dog license tag issued was in 1853 in the Corporation of Fredericksburg, Virginia. The very first dog license was issued in Utrecht, Holland back in 1446, and the fee at that time was required to be paid in salt. Now, salt was actually used as currency throughout world history, and even Roman soldiers received a payment of salt. And what's really interesting is the Latin word for salt, salarium, actually forms the root of the word that we still use today, salary. I tell you, it's amazing what you can learn just from digging a dog tag out of the dirt. Well, I'll tell you what, boy, I am finding some nice things with this coil. I was getting an 11-12 signal. Oh, it took me a while to get it out, but it was 7-8 inches down, and check it out. I think I have another silver nickel. Is that not crazy? Wow. I think, trying to see what I got here. Looks like I have a Philadelphia, and tell you what, let's well, I think I can get it. I think it's going to be last year. Sure is. 1945p. Wow. Second silver war nickel. And this one looks in, it really looks like it's in nice shape. Well, I got something interesting in this hole. It's giving me an 18-19. That was about 6 inches down, and I just popped it out, but I'm not sure what I have. It's very strange. I still don't know. It's got 6 mounting holes, oval shaped, and in the center kind of has this whatchamajigger. I'm sure that's a technical term for it. I have no idea what this is. If you guys know what this is, let me know. It definitely has some pretty darn good age to it. Alright, well, I'm kind of stumped on this one. I think I got another really cool piece down here. It was definitely hard to get, but that 15-inch coil sniffed it out. And now I know why it was so hard to get. It's sort of standing on end here. I'm pretty sure I know what this is going to be. Yeah, I think so. Check it out. This is actually the clasp to a coin purse or a small clutch. But I think it's going to have some design on it. But that is very cool. They would have just twisted the top here to open it. I will definitely check the hole, but I don't think there's any coins in it. This one was giving me a 15 and was pretty much standing on edge. So that is a great recovery. And I'll get this home, get it cleaned up, and give you a better look at it. Very cool piece. Well, I was getting a 18-19 signal, dug down about 5 inches, and I see something green and round. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be an early wheatie. Yep, definitely is. Let's see. Let me get it cleaned up and I'll get a date, but it's a real pretty green one. I'll tell you what, it's actually a date that I don't think I find very often at all. You had pardon the road noise here. But yeah, this one's going to be in 1930. I'll tell you, I can't remember the last time I dug that year. So very cool. I'll tell you what, it's really cool, the things you can put together by the things that you're finding. Now, I found those old foreign coins, the World War II button. I found that ammunition clip not too long ago. And now I found a round. And this is the cartridge shell. But what's cool about this, let me see if I can get it in here to where you can make it out. On the bottom of this shell, it says 7mm Mauser. Now the Mauser, if my memory serves me correctly, was a German gun. And I'm just wondering if he didn't bring a German gun back with him as another souvenir from his time over there serving during World War II. So pretty darn cool. And this is the type of ammunition that would have gone in that clip that I found earlier too. So very cool. Well, after a bit of research, I did find out that the Germans did indeed use the Mauser during World War II, but they used the 8mm round and not the 7mm. Now, he could have still brought this back from Europe, but it was probably not used by a German soldier. I'll tell you what, this really surprised me. I was getting a 21-22, and I took a pretty decent plug out of here, said it was right there, and I saw this, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. That's going to be some kind of bottle cap or something. So I'm cleaning it off and I'm like, well, this is kind of unusual. Check out the design on this. That is pretty cool, huh? So I'm like, well, maybe there's something on the side, and I started wiping it. And check it out. Let me see if you can see this. Look at that. It says sterling. That is a sterling silver cap. There's a little bit of the bottle still right here. But that is so cool, isn't it? I mean, that is awesome. Another piece of silver. I don't have any idea what it came off of, but I will definitely take that. That is just so cool. Well, let's get a nice 24-25. Went down 4 or 5 inches, and I got a nice green wheatie. And this one's going to be 1938. I wiped it off, saved a little bit of time, but I love finding those early green wheaties. Well, I got another neat little target, and I think I know what it is. It's sticking out of the plug here. It was giving me a 17. Yeah, I got a nice little pen knife. Oh yeah, check that out. Very cool. It's got that sort of fake mother of pearl scale. I'm actually going to go ahead and spray this down and clean it up, and I'll be right back. Well, there you go. That was a pretty fancy little knife. It even still has the little hook here. That is cool. Yeah, that thing is not bad shape. So, I don't know. I just enjoy digging those old pen knives and pocket knives. Well, I tell you, this signal was so faint. About 7-8 inches down. Unfortunately, it looks like it's broken a bit. But this is the piece I got first, and then I checked the hole, and I found another piece to it. And if you put them together, it's pretty cool. I'm thinking, let me see if I can do this here. There we go. Look at that. It's like a miniature candlestick holder. I'm thinking it might have gone into a little girl's dollhouse. But how cool is that? I mean, that is so neat. So I'll get that cleaned up. When I get home, maybe I can glue it together. Just a very unusual piece, but it rang in at a 12, and I love digging it all, finding these weird things. Oh, I got something real nice in the hole here. It was giving me a 14-15, and it's actually in between the flagstones. I was getting a signal. I had to pull one up. Went down about 5-6 inches. Check it out. I got a really nice thimble. Oh man, that thing is coming out nice. Ooh, usually these are crushed. This one is absolutely perfect. Well, I will get this cleaned up when I get home and give you a better look at it, but great find. And someone must have just dropped it right between the flagstones, stepped on it, pushed it in the ground. Sat there for a very long time. Well, I think I have something pretty good right here. I just wanted to show you I've been sort of hunting under these hedges, and it paid off, I think. I got a 12, and I scooped the dirt out and I could see some halo effect soil, some darker soil, so I knew there was a piece of metal in here, a decent piece of metal. And look what I see in the dirt right there. Looks like I have an old nickel. Now it could be a Jefferson, I don't know. I just wanted to grab the camera. And oh, looks like we have an old buffalo. Sweet. I'll tell you what, I love digging buffalo nickels. Well, let me get this toothpicked and I'll be right back. Well, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but I was able to see a date, and this is going to be a 1925. And it looks like a Philadelphia mint mark. Very cool. I knew there was a buffalo somewhere around here. Well, I have such a blast hunting with that big coil, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Now, if you're thinking about picking up a new coil for your Equinox or any machine that you might happen to use, I put some links down in the video description below to our friends at Kellyco. And if you decide you want to pick one up, don't forget to use FAUSA at checkout. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because I have some awesome historical photos from our country's past coming up in just a few seconds. And this week I wanted to carry on with that American can-do spirit, but this time feature the can-do spirit that happened during World War II. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.